We're joined this afternoon by sophomore guard Emily Kehoe and senior guard Sarah Assante following a 53-39 win over GNAC rival Anna Maria College. The GNAC home opener today, you guys improved to 2-0 in conference play. Sarah, I'll start with you. Kind of an up and down game. You guys jumped out of the gates really strong, hit a little bit of a stall. They came back, took the lead, and you guys regained the lead into the half and came back second half stronger. Just kind of talk about what the halftime chat was about and how some things changed in the second half.
Definitely it's all about adjustments in the second half. So we play the first half and figure out what we need to make adjustments, who's hitting the shots, who's really hurting us. So what we are hurting ourselves basically, just on offensive rebounds. They're getting so many offensive rebounds, putting them back in. And also just communication on the defensive end. We had a lot of miscommunication on our zone, but second half we pulled ourselves together, we talked a lot, and we accomplished all of our goals today.
And Emily, let's kind of talk a little bit about what we talked about before the interview. The fact that you guys have only played 2 games since you returned from California, and there have been a week in between each of those games. Talk about how that maybe played a little bit of a factor today.
I definitely think it made a factor because we just haven't had a lot of game experience since we went to California and stuff. But I will say that we have done a good job at trying to stay on task in practice, and we've always worked hard, and we haven't taken days off. And it's a big thing to say that coming from a team that's so young, because I'm a sophomore, and we only have one senior, obviously. And I think the girls did a great job at staying on task. And when classes started, still everyone was ready for practice. We had some kids coming late, and I just think we did a great job at staying on task and being ready for games.
Well, it showed through in the second half today, and Sarah, game high 14 points with 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals, so an all-around effort for you. Really been playing very well lately, especially a game in California where you kind of went off and couldn't miss. Talk about how things have really gone your way recently.
It definitely is attributed to my team, just the more of a confidence level. So in the beginning, like Em said, we have such a young team, and it was kind of hard to start trusting people. But in second semester, it's all about who's the team, that's the person that's the team that's gonna go to GNACs or whatnot. So I've been able to trust my team a lot more, and also they're making their shots or they're getting their shots off, and I've been able to get those easy shots off of rebounds or whatnot. But it's just a team effort, and also it's my senior year, so I hate to say it, but you kind of want it a lot more when it's your senior year because your clock's winding down.
Absolutely. And Emily, I'll ask this about you. You're known to be a pretty good defender on the team. A lot of good defensive guards on this squad. Warburton, for them, number one of their top players. 11 points in the first half, none in the second half. 0 for 5 from the field. Was that kind of part of a defensive focus for you guys?
It definitely was. And in the first half, I started on her, and I started a little bit. She's taller than me, but I think definitely at the end of the first half and in the second half, our team did a great job helping and staying focused on what she's good at. She was a great driver, and I think that Molly Mack played her in the second half, Norma played her a little bit, and they both did a great job at just keeping her in front and not fouling, and they shut her down, and she didn't score in the second half. So I'm proud of everyone for that, and we all helped really big on her. So
yeah, it's definitely what Coach said. It's not about who's on her, it's about the team aspect of helping and knowing the players that you can help off of to double, and she's an amazing player. So it's definitely a good team effort for having her at no points in the second half.
Yeah, we definitely did a good job on her.
Definitely.
Now you guys hit the road for a stretch here. You have 4 games coming up all on the road in a shorter span, 7 days, 4 games. You guys kind of get the meat of your schedule now, and a lot of those are conference games. Starting with Mount Ida on Monday, the Martin Luther King Day. We always have games on that day. Kind of talk about a quick turnaround there, which is unusual after a Saturday game.
Yeah, definitely we have to recuperate just with our bodies, mentally and physically. It was a great win today, but we also need to brush it off and start focusing on the next one for practice tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's just one game at a time, and everyone on our team, everyone in our conference is right there, right at the top. So we have to take every game.
I'm excited though. I mean, I think we're all excited to have games because we haven't in a while, and I think we've practiced. We know what we have to do, and now we're ready to start our big chunk of our season. So I think we're all excited for those, even though it'll be crazy.
Great. Well, thanks a lot, ladies, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.